Unfortunately, this is how you should be coding in 2026. If you're not coding like this, then I think it's time to pack it up, find some other job, agriculture, perchun ki dukaan, sales, marketing, whatever it is. But if you want to code, then I'm sorry, you have to code like this. So I'll just walk you through my setup, how I code in 2026. There's one rule of coding in 2026 is you first have to vibe code for at least double digits. So 10 hours should be your ideal target of vibe coding. You can code for fun, you can code for yourself, code to learn, but that should be after these 10 hours. So the ideal sitting time in front of the computer is 16 hours. So you can have 10 hours for vibe coding and 2 hours for whatever you want to do and 4 hours for learning. Okay, now this is my coding setup. I'm using Lacrity because I had my Lacrity configuration file from back in 2023 when I was an Arch user, but never mind. So this is my Lacrity, and you always have to use Tmux. There's no way you're not using Tmux. Okay, and you say no to tabs, no tabs, only Tmux and no tabs. On the left side, you have Claude Code running. You can purchase Claude Code, or you can use something like Minimax and change the base URL and API. Make it work. It's not that hard. I also have a blog on it. Okay, so this left side will always be reserved for Claude Code instances, okay? And suppose I want to run multiple instances of Claude Code, I'll just stack them up. I'll split this terminal, left side terminal, and stack them horizontally. I can show you how you can do this. So it's very easy in Tmux. Control VQ, and you switch to this one, then Control V, and then so that's how I'll just split this left side to create more Claude Code instances if I want to. And the right side, the top right side is always reserved for running commands that you would in a terminal related to your project, like running the dev server. You want to format, if you want to actually running the dev servers only so that you can see the logs. The right side and the bottom part. So this part, this I keep for show off, and sometimes you have to actually edit the code. So this is for that also. Suppose I have to edit something, will not use cursor, uninstall cursor, brew, remove cursor, uninstall your cursors, and switch to NeoVim. And if you don't want to spend time configuring your NeoVim, you can just download NeoVim and set up NV chat. That's what I've done. I've tried everything, Lunar Web, and there are a lot of options, but nothing comes closer to NV chat. So yeah, I've put an alias, so vi vim, everything opens NeoVim. And NeoVim rules, you never open the file tree. You never open the file tree because you'll know what file you have to make the edits. So you don't really need a file tree anymore. You only need to use this. Okay, sorry. Yeah, Telescope. And find whatever you want to edit, go and edit it. That's it. Refrain from editing. I mean, you can just ask Claude to do it for you. You don't even have to edit it yourself, but in rare cases, if you want to, you can. Another thing you can do is set up Gemini. So for smaller tasks that you don't want to spend your Claude credits on, you can have Gemini and use this as a second agent. You can give it smaller tasks, like change this text, something that you would do in Vim yourself. You can tell Gemini to do it. That's how I do it. And it's a good setup if you want to copy. And yeah, that's it. Yesterday, built this website with just one prompt. I was amazed by it. It was one prompt, and this is not HTML, CSS, it's like legit wheat. It's built on wheat. Look at this. I built this with just one prompt. Okay. I don't think it's bad looking, and I'll get paid for it. So it's not bad. It's good. And I built this with one prompt, so I'm very excited for the future of software engineering. But yeah, code at least 10 hours. Why code for at least 10 hours? And after that, you're free to do whatever you want to. And please delete cursor. Bye.